Well, you're back, and that's fantastic. It's James Burgess, the author of Chaos, How Business Leaders Can Master the Power of Focus, and you have returned to our home study course for business planning, Focus Yourself, and we are into module 6 of 7 modules. Amazing. Number 6 already. It's been fast, it's been easy, it's been practical. How do I know? Because you've been showing me all along the way. Something I had not anticipated, that you would take the initiative to show me your plans as we went. It's fantastic. So keep doing it. The questions you're asking are great. Your responses to my answer are fantastic. And we are so close to being done. So don't drop out now. Stay the course. It actually gets easier all the way through. You've done the hardest part. You're about to do the most important part, but it's not hard. Important, but not hard. But let's just review where we've been. In Module 2, we did our vision statement from 30,000 feet. You looked out and said, this is what I want to be 3 years from now. In Module 3, we defined our mission statement to help us make, to give us alignment for the decisions we're going to make and to engage our stakeholders in our purpose with our business. In Module 4, you created real objectives for your current year to finish off the year or to set up for the start of next year. Fantastic. Revenue, profit being non-negotiable, and whatever other ones you chose that were going to set the benchmarks, not for failure, but for success. Fantastic. And then you did the hard work, the strategies, and I'm seeing some great strategy statements. Some of you have used my own material. Others have adapted it to your own purposes. Outstanding. Just fantastic. You know what? I want to ask a favor. Before we go to Module 6, I'd like to ask you one favor. If you're getting the value from this that I think you are and you're telling me you are, would you send me a video testimonial telling me what you think of Focus Yourself as a means for creating a fast, easy, and practical business planning? I want to make sure that as many people as possible get access to this fantastic program so that they can create a business that is in more control and more fulfilling, as I know all of you said you are experiencing yourself. So I'm just thrilled, and I'd really appreciate your video testimonials, and I'll just put them on YouTube to support this program. So thank you so much if you do that. You know what? As I said, we still got some work ahead. This is the last one you really have to do work in, and it's not hard work, but we're going to take a few minutes to describe what it's all about. So let's just revisit where we are for a second. We're obviously working in business planning. It's easy, it's fast, and we are still working on the 5 secrets to effective business planning, and we're up to Module 6, and this, as I said at the end of Module 5, is the action plans, and this is the power behind your business plan. See, your business plan right now is just a document, an accumulation of your ideas about where you want to be and how you propose to get there, and what are the guideposts, the measurements along the way that will let you know you're progressing. But it doesn't move. It's a static document. It takes energy to create the outcomes. You know, I learned in grade 13 physics that an object at rest will remain at rest until a force is applied against it. Well, this is the force behind your plan. The action plans are how you propose to implement your business plan, and that's why it's powerful, because if you stopped at strategies, you have nothing. It's the action plans that bring everything into effect. So let's talk about action plans. But before we do that, I just want to have some fun with you and share a couple of videos, if you might. The next video I'm going to show you is your business without action plans. Welcome back. Hey, wasn't that funny, eh? The polar bear. I love it. All right? And here's the thing. If you want your business to blossom, it takes work. Take a look at this video. hope that you can see that those roses blooming, that's your business. You are on the cusp of having a blooming rose of a business right now. Final secret, secret number 5, action plans. What are we going to talk about? Action plans are the project work, the execution of the plan. I've said that already. What's the format? Well, I like you to just identify a project name. Pretty simple. Then I want you to define a desired outcome and the date by which you want that outcome to occur by. And then identify the mini to-dos, the 3 or so mini projects that cause that project to come to fruition by the date that you're looking for. Okay? So a project name, a desired outcome, and date, and a mini to-do. Action plans are project work that produce results. Let me show you one more video just to show you how important it is to have a backup plan sometimes. Okay, so action plans are the project work that are going to produce results. You're going to identify a project name, an outcome that you want to have happen within that project by a specific date, and you want to be able to identify the mini to-dos that will get the main project done on time with the desired outcome. So let's have an example. This is a sample of my plan, fictitious plan, before I complete my Q3 review. So this is just ahead of my 3rd quarter. And you'll see I have 6 projects on the go. Each of them has a project title. I've also included, and I think this is important because it reconnects us to why we want the work to be done, the business changing impact. So I want, in part, action plan number 1, I'm going to develop a new program for my clients. What's the business changing impact? More money. More money for me. That's why I'm doing it. Yes, tons of value for my clients, but the impact for my business, more money. And when I say that, it ensures that I keep my attention on making sure that I have a new program done. By when? By April 30th, 2000 and whatever. Doesn't matter what the date is, as long as it has a date to do it by. And then I've identified my 3 mini responsibilities. I need to build a program model. I have to research my competitors' offers, and then I have to build the program. So there are the 3 mini to-dos to have developed it by April 30th. It's as simple as that. How hard is that? It's not hard at all. Do it 6 times, 7 times. However many projects are important, get them down. But remember one thing for me. Time was invented so that everything doesn't have to be done at once. It merely feels like it. If you create a laundry list, that's not an action plan. Those aren't action plans, excuse me. A laundry list will get you frustrated. You won't get anything going because you're going to have too many things on the go. If they're not done now, spread everything out so that something does get done of value, because remember, this is the continuous improvement in your business that will ensure its sustainability. So take your time, spread things out. You're not getting things done now, so allow time and spread things out a bit so that you actually do accomplish and don't get frustrated that you're not meeting your timelines. Okay? Also, be generous with your time, because things invariably do take longer than we expect. So let's just, because I'm going to show you what happens after I've done my 3rd quarter review of my action plan. So here are my 6 now. I'm going to develop a new program. In number 2, I'm going to relaunch my website. In action plan 3, I'm going to test my new program. So after I've developed it, I'm going to go to my clients. I'm going to say, How does this feel? I may sell it to a couple of people, a couple of businesses as a beta test to see their reaction to it. Can I sell it? Do I feel comfortable with it? All kinds of things can happen in that test program. And I've identified my 3 mini to-dos. I'm going to hire a sales superstar because now I got a lot of programs. I want to be implementing or fulfilling the client programs, so I want somebody else selling them. Action item number 5, I'm going to build my internet assets. I'm going to build up some more internet assets to improve my social media. And finally, I'm going to launch my new program a year later. Take a look at this. See, I'm going to, in Action Plan 1, I'm developing it by April 30th, 2001X. I'm going to test it in July 31st, 2001X. I'm going to launch it in Action Plan number 6, January 15th, 2001Y. So that's next year. I've already started planning for next year. And that's the power of doing quarterly reviews of your action plans, is that you create a 90-day rolling business plan. It'll always stay current. It'll always be in front of you. You'll always have the right projects. You can always drop things or add things depending on current priorities, as long as it makes business sense and you've truly considered it. But when you do this, you create a rolling 90-day plan that will go on and on and on. Okay, so let's take a look. Remember, this is before my third quarter starts. Probably 2 weeks before the first of the first month of my next quarter. So I do my review and changes. Unfortunately, in my new action plan number 2, I didn't get my new program started. I didn't get a chance to build it. So it's now been revised to a new date, July 20th from April 30th. Business got in the way. Why? Because I was having to sell too much. And that's why I've moved hire a sales superstar up to action plan number 1. I want my superstar in place because I can't move my business forward if I'm trying to do everything. All right? And because I moved my my starting of the new program in number 2 forward to July, I had to also push out, test my new program, action number 3. It's now September 10th. But take a look at this. When you look out at action plan number 6, I'm still sticking with January 15th, 2000Y. I didn't let that slip out. I'm compressing now my activity with a new sense of urgency, because if I don't get this program launched in the new fiscal year, my revenue results won't meet my expectations. So I'm compacting my development program time and I'm compacting my test program time so that I can still launch it on January 15th, 2000Y. And you'll recall from the pre-Q3 review, I launched my website, so I've added a new action plan now to review my internet penetration. If I launch a new website and I launch new social media, I better find out, is anything actually working? And this is to the point that an action plan rarely ends. Action plan rarely ends. If I'm going to improve my website, I'm going to put some new internet assets in place as an action plan 4, I better go back out and look and see, has it accomplished anything? Because if it hasn't, I ask the question, why and what do I do about it? If it has, I ask the question, how can I leverage this and get more out of it? So you see the changes. It's a living, dynamic process. It recognizes that business gets in the way sometimes, but allows us to remain focused because we come back to it quarterly, make adjustments without dumping anything. I haven't dropped anything out because I just decided it wasn't important anymore. I always believe that if it makes it onto my quarterly action plan, I better have a darn good reason for taking it off. I don't just let it slip away and never get completed, unless there's a business decision supporting that it's just not as important as something else I have to do. So there's the power, ladies and gentlemen. There's the power in pushing your business forward. All of this is going to move forward a strategy or help me produce better results against my objectives in the current fiscal year. Incredible stuff when you get to this level. So what I want you to do now is write your action plans to get there. Write your 5, 6, 7, 8. Don't go past 10. It's too many. Spread the dates out. Use different verbs to describe the outcome that you want to have happen by that due date. All right, so go write your action plans to get there. This is easy. There's all kinds of ideas in your head just waiting to come out. Get them down on paper. Identify why it's important to your business, give a date by which you want it to occur, define the outcome you want by that date, and then identify the mini project work you need to accomplish to do it. Fantastic. Business planning is easy. It's fast. And we've now completed the 5 secrets of the 5 secrets to effective business planning. They're done. You've got a business plan in place. The last thing I want to share with you is how we're going to sustain the business plan. It is incredibly important to not just do this as a task, as I said in the opening module 1, but to approach this as a sustainable system of revisiting your business plan on an ongoing basis to truly get the value from it. So go write your action plans, because I'm going to come back to you with module number 7, the final module, very, very shortly. So get going right now and get some amazing stuff down. And remember, send them to me if you want some review of it, and please send me your video testimonials. Have a great time putting together these action plans. It's incredibly powerful. Bye for now.